The air conditioner in this classroom must be some bootleg gadget smuggled from Antarctica by the school's logistics department. It's practically alive, blasting cold air straight into your bones. Me, Alex Lin, a second-year grad student grunt, standing up on the podium right now, like a quail, hung up on a roasting spit. Down below is a sea of faces, all the big-shot professors from the department, their gazes sharp as knives, ready to poke holes in the PP I pulled an all-nighter to grind out, turning it into a sieve. Right in the center of the front row is Professor Sophia Tan, my advisor. Radiate that academic halo in her keep your distance aura. Professor Sophia Tan, in a white shirt, black slacks, gold-rimmed glasses, hair neatly bunched without a strand out of place. Her expression on that teacher's face, like she's pondering Goldbach's conjecture. Dead serious. She's the famous ice goddess of the department, and legally speaking, the one who's been holding my card and stepping into the ring with me for nearly 3 years, though the whole world only knows about it through the two of us, plus that printer at the Civil Affairs Bureau. In summary, based on this model analysis, we can preliminarily infer user behavior over the time series. My throat's parched. My tongue feels like it just ran a marathon and is all tangled up. That damn clicker in my hand is shaking like it's got end-stage Parkinson's. The plastic casing, slippery in my sweat-drenched palm, ready to slip out any second. Just as I'm about to flip to the next slide to present that damn core data model, Professor Sophia Tan, who's been quietly observing all this time, suddenly furrows her brows into a knot. Her thin, pale lips part slightly. One word, crystal clear, carrying that academic rigor and her usual fault-finding poise, like a mini-bomb, lobbed precisely into this deathly silent classroom. Honey, dull. The atmosphere freezes over, literally, frozen, in the physical sense. I feel like even the cold blast from the AC is stuck mid-air. The professors below, who were just heads down on their phones, or pretending to but really zoning out, all snapped their heads up in unison, their movements synchronized like military drills, each gaze carrying a massive question mark like, who am I? Where am I? What did I just hear? And those scorching stares, shooting straight at me. That worthless clicker in my hand, finally, can't hold up against this sudden mental storm. It completes its final mission, heroically sacrificing itself in free fall, making a crisp, embarrassing clatter on the floor. I am frozen on the podium, my neck like a rusted axle, creaking as it turns, inch by inch toward Professor Sophia Tan. Blood rushes wildly to my head, ears ringing, heart pounding chaotically in my chest like it's doing the disco. So loud even I'm annoyed by it. With all my might, I squeeze out a voice that's off-key and barely human. Professor Tan, what did you just say? The last syllable trembling like Morse code. Professor Sophia Tan, my mentor and wife, who wouldn't flinch if Mount Tai crumbled before her, now just calmly raises her hand to push her gold-rimmed glasses up her nose, symbol of intellect, and right now of bold-faced lying. Those gold-rimmed glasses, the gaze behind the lenses, unruffled, landing precisely on the projection screen behind me, where those massive, glaring model parameters are. Oh, the professor speaks up, her voice steady as a rock, as if discussing whether the greens in the cafeteria went up in price again today. Just a slip of the tongue. I mean, Alex Lin, the third group parameter setup in your data model is wrong. The iterations are clearly insufficient. The convergence judgment has errors, which will cause significant deviations in future predictions. The professor pauses briefly, her gaze sweeping over the Hira. Professor's still in petrified states, her tone utterly nonchalant, as if that shocking honey call earlier was just everyone's collective hallucination. The basic parameters are off. Go down and check them thoroughly. The whole room, dead silent. The professor's expressions in every shade, vivid as a spilled paint palette, some stunned, eyes about to pop out, others holding back laughs, faces flushed red, and a few old profs, furrowing brows deep enough to trap flies, eyes darting wildly back and forth between me and Sophia Tan, trying with those stares to decode this sudden ethical riddles. I am on the podium like a puppet cursed to immobility, rooted in place, my brain completely blue-screened. Reboot, fail. That casual slip remark from Sophia Tan has more destructive power than the honey just now, sending my soul flying 3,000 miles away. She doesn't even glance at me, just bows her head, flipping through the documents in hand, putting on that it's over vibe to fully focus on the expertise. Ah, yes, right. Parameters. Thanks for the correction, Professor Tan. I snap back, feeling my face hot enough to fry an egg, awkwardly bending down to pick up that damn presentation remote, movements stiff as a rusted robot, fingers trembling, fumbling on the touchscreen for ages, finally swiping to the slide. With that erroneous parameter, the time after that, I have no idea how I held on, my mouth mechanically reciting the script memorized by heart, but my mind like an online comment forum. The whole screen, bold large font, looping honey and slip, under the stage those probing, teasing stares, full of implications, like 10,000 needles, poking me restless. I don't dare glance at Sophia Tan even once, feeling like behind those gold-rimmed glasses lurks a chill that could freeze someone. Finally making it to the end of the defense, the panel still murmuring discussions. I grab my notebook and water bottle from the podium, planning to bolt straight out for relief, just rushing to the door, when from behind comes that unmistakable voice, cool and composed, from Sophia Tan. Alex Lin, stay a moment. The model issues need more detailed discussion. My steps instantly glue to the floor. That's it. What had to come has come. The office door clicks softly shut, closing off the faint voices in the hallway. This private office of Sophia Tan, now eerily quiet, the air faintly scented with cool wood, full of intensity from that perfume, mingled with a subtle coffee aroma. Normally it perks me up, but now it sends chills down my spine. Sophia Tan doesn't turn on the overhead light, just the desk lamp, dim yellow glow enveloping half her body. She slowly slips off her crisp cream trench coat, casually draping it over the chair back, inside a fitted light gray cashmere sweater, highlighting her sleek lines. She doesn't head to her large desk, but leans against the bookshelf by the door, arms crossed over her chest, her gaze through the gold-rimmed glasses piercing the dim light, landing deep on my face, like it carries tangible weight, a calm stare, but with a storm brewing beneath. I am prickling under that look, limbs awkward, no idea where to put them, just like an elementary kid waiting for punishment, instinctively stepping back half a pace, back nearly touching the cold door. Professor Tan, I struggle to speak, throat choked bitter. Well, today's defense. I try steering to that damn parameter error, planning to use academics as a shield, pretending we're strangers, huh? Sophia Tan cuts me off directly, voice not raised, not even a hint of emotional fluctuation, but each word like a small ice-dipped dagger, her sharp gaze whipping over, her crossed arms drop, One slender finger lifts, slowly pushing the glasses up her nose. That motion, carrying the leisure of a predator sizing up prey. My scalp tingles, cold sweat pouring out. No, Professor Tan, you listen to my explanation first. I'm so flustered my tongue ties in knots. Didn't you say from the start that after 3 years of marriage registration, no matter what, we can't let it slip? This field's relationships are complicated. Worried it'd affect my graduation. And your academics too. Me here. Aren't I seriously following the rules? I strained to widen my eyes, trying to convey a tiny, sincere gaze, sending the signal I'm really aggrieved. Oh? Sophia Tan hums lightly from her nose. Her mouth seems to twitch up ever so slightly, but that curve looks like a cold smirk no matter how. She finally moves, stepping in her spotless pointed low-heel leather shoes, one step at a time toward me, heels clicking on the wood floor, making crisp, pressured sounds, each step like treading on my taut nerves. The office isn't big. In a few steps she's right up against me, that cool wood scent, blended with her signature breath, instantly enveloping me. I can almost see her lashes clearly, casting faint shadows under her eyes. She's a bit shorter than me, but her presence now completely crushes any rule following. She repeats, once, the ending tone slightly up, carrying thick sarcasm. Then right when I'm totally unprepared, the hand that just adjusted her glasses suddenly darts out lightning fast. Not a slap, not an ear pinch. Cool fingers with irresistible force, precisely grabbing my shirt collar, right at the pitiful top plastic button. Fabric rustling die, echoing in the overly quiet office, sounding especially clear. In that instant, the fragile button bearing all my defenses doesn't hold for a sec, snaps right off. Who knows where it flew into the dark corner? My shirt collar instantly gapes open, a rush of cold air hitting my collarbone. Alex Lin. Sophia Tan's voice presses closer, carrying bone-chilling grit like gnashing teeth, her breath brushing past, instantly raising goosebumps on my neck. Now the whole school, from the dean down, even that dog buddy in the security room, probably all know. Her other hand lifts too, this time targeting my second button. Me, Sophia Tan, right at the thesis defense scene, in front of a room full of professors. Her fingers deftly unhook it, button motion smooth as flowing clouds, with an undeniable assertiveness. And you dare call it damn honey? The second button pops off in response. You still planning to keep acting with me? She tilts her chin slightly, gaze behind gold glasses sharp as blades, stabbing straight into my panicked eyes. The cold smiles curve at her mouth, finally clear, pretty immersed in the role. My whole body goes numb, back plastered to the cold door. In front my wife and advisor radiating killing intent, the one executing target elimination. On my shirt, buttons row, cold from the door seeping into my spine, while the invisible pressure from Sophia Tan Dorchty ignites making my face burn. Truly the ice and fire duality, spot on. But aren't I just playing along with you? My voice goes totally off, trying to salvage that third button, my utterly pitiful one. Hand, just lifting, gets smacked away mercilessly with a slap, back of hand stinging hot. You blame shift so smoothly, from slip up to wrong parameters. If I didn't play along, was I supposed to kneel right there and say, honey, I'm wrong? Then tomorrow you and I could hit the school forum headlines. Believe it? I've even got the title ready. Dear Academic Goddess and her protege, the unmissable ethics, drama. This marriage of ours, still planning to hide it? Sophia Tan's motion freezes. The finger pinching my third button stops applying force. Just the fingertip absently right below my collarbone, on that exposed skin patch. lightly scratching once. That cool sensation like an electric jolt, making my whole body shudder. She looks up, gold-rimmed glasses reflecting the dim yellow desk light. Can't make out the exact gaze, but that oppressive storm coming vibe seems to pause in an instant. Headline, she repeats once. Tone a bit odd, like savoring those two words. Exactly. Seeing hope, I quickly seize the chance. Trying to appeal to emotion, reason to persuade. Professor Tan, think about who you are. The department's academic pillar. Young talent. Yang Se Shola descendant. And who am I, Alex Lin? A miserable second-year grad dog. Just published one in a trash journal. Tail not even perked up yet. If this gets exposed, it's over. I mimic that exaggerated shocked tone from online. Professor Sophia Tan shockingly secret married to student for 3 years. Where's academic fairness? Moral decay. Corrupt atmosphere. Those old fogies who can't stand you will definitely grab microscopes. Scrub clean every paper. Project you've guided me on these years. They dig dinosaur fossils out of chicken eggs. Then even jumping in the Yellow River won't wash you clean. Isn't all this I'm doing just to protect your reputation? I rattle off a long spiel, to the point I almost move myself. Look, truly, a thoughtful husband. Sacrificing the small self for the big picture. Heaven and earth move. Sophia Tan says nothing, just quietly watches me, finger still paused below my collarbone, absently toying with that skin. In the office, quiet enough to hear only the wall clock, the second hand ticking, and my slightly ragged tense breaths. After what feels like an eternal century, suddenly she hums lightly, that laugh very soft, brief, and ambiguous. Then, under my horrified gaze, the finger pinching my third button suddenly applies force. The third button declares defeat too. Alex Lin, finally she speaks, voice low and a bit huskier than before, carrying a strange calm. That makes my hair stand on end. Your analysis makes sense. Clear logic, reasonable, and emotional. I haven't even sighed in relief. So, she tiptoes slightly, that cool, beautiful face, suddenly close. Warm breath, directly brushing my ear like tiny currents. To make this slip real, avoid those unnecessary troubles. Her hand finally spares my poor shirt ruins. But next second, that cool, soft hand, with undeniable force, directly slips through my open shirt front, pressing on my tense waist skin from worry. I shudder, nearly jumping in place. We have to make it. Her lips, almost against my earlobe, enunciating clearly, with a chill like pronouncing final judgment. Become reality. What reality? My mind totally turns to mush. The waist skin under her palm, like it's burning, scorching up to my head. Her cool scent. Right now, that centaur domineeringly overtakes all my senses. Sophia Tan finally pulls back a bit, giving me a little space to breathe. She tilts her head slightly, gaze behind gold glasses, like appraising prey, finally trapped, with a touch of teasing and a bit of assured victory. What do you think? She counters, that naughty finger on my alert waist muscle. She pinches not too light or heavy. Hubby. Those two words, hubby, from Sophia Tan's mouth, in that hooking tone, slow and deliberate like that. Damage no less than an atomic bomb exploding on sight. The waist skin just pinched. Feels like it's not mine anymore. Numb and hot. Like branded with hot iron. My brain's CPU officially crashes. Fans spinning wildly, whirring, but still can't process the overload before me. No way, Sophia Tan. My tongue totally knotted, even forgetting to call Professor name angle. This This joke's too big. You calm down a bit. I try, grabbing the hand wreaking havoc on my waist. Ends up deftly flipped. Guest becomes host. She locks my wrist tight, pressing hard on the cold door with a dull thud. Wrist bone pressed till it hurts. Joke, she raises a brow. On that usually expressionless face, now clearly showing a kind of somewhat malicious smile. Her other, free hand, slowly smooths out for me the rumpled shirt collar she pulled. Fingertip intentionally or not brushing my bobbing Adam's apple. Alex Lynn, you see. Now the whole school's gossiping I publicly called you husband. Us pretending to avoid each other. What's the point? Her hand rises a tone, carrying a probing question that sees through hearts. Like a feather teasing my most sensitive nerve. Avoiding just makes it more no silver here 300 taels. She concludes, tone decisive, with that unquestionable air common when she makes academic decisions. Those waiting for drama, for slip-ups, will only see us guilty and dig even harder. I open my mouth to retort, but find throat dry, no sound comes. Somehow what she says damn well makes sense. Today's incident, no different than dropping a depth charge in a calm lake. Too big a splash. No patching can erase the traces. So what now? I'm a bit desperate. Wrist pinned tight by her. Waist still lingering her finger warmth. My whole body like a specimen nailed to the door. Can't budge. Left to this sharp-minded professor wife to decide. Sophia Tan releases the hand controlling my wrist. Right as I sigh in relief, that hand shifts to my cheek. Cool fingertip with thin callus. From years of pen holding and typing. She strokes my jawline with a probing air. What to do? She echoes my question. Gaze behind lenses, sharply, scanning my face. Like evaluating goods awaiting price. Or a test subject needing parameter tweaks. Simple. First step to turn the slip into truth is make it look smooth sailing. Flawless. Her finger slides to my earlobe and pinches. Force not light or heavy, but with a strange possessive feel. Starting tomorrow, she declares, voice back to that calm, self-assured professor's style, but content making my face tingle. You don't need to deliberately avoid me anymore. Come to the office when needed. Ask questions when you have them. What if others see? So what if they see? Sophia Tan interrupts me, tone full of obviousness. Normal academic exchange between teacher and student is only natural. Before you avoiding made it seem distant. Now we go open and above board. She pauses. She adds, of course limited to daytime only. In public, keep the proper teacher-student distance. In my heart, just sparking a little glimmer of hope that maybe this isn't impossible. Step 2. Sophia Tan's finger leaves my earlobe, shifts to my shirt collar. She ripped 3 buttons off, fingertip, brushing the exposed collarbone skin, making me shudder again. We need some unintentional evidence to prove today's slip is actually a natural reveal of some habit. She leans in a bit, lowering her voice further, with a touch of allure. For example, in my coffee cup, occasionally appears the full sugar latte with double cream I don't drink. That's because my husband knows I hate bitter, but crave sweets, so secretly swaps for me. Another example in my office drawer might casually appear a few packs of spicy sticks brand you like. That I'd never buy. That's snacks my husband worries I'll overwork and drop blood sugar, so stuffs them in. Plus, her gaze full of implication sweeps my gaping shirt. Someone remember from now on in the office. Button your shirt tight. That, casual at home vibe, unintentionally seen sometimes, would be very effective. My face explodes red to the ears. Spicy sticks? Full sugar latte? Buttons, Sophia Tan? Your scripting talent not writing novels is such a waste. Plus, what the hell is that at-home vibe? No way, Professor Tan. This is, too. I try struggling. This script's too embarrassing. Too what? Sophia Tan raises a brow, fingertip tapping my collarbone meaningfully. Too real. That's the effect I need. Boiling the frog in warm water, you get it? She withdraws her hand, steps back to distance. Instantly, back to the high mountain flower pose of Professor Tan, as if the one who just pinched an earlobe, planned frame up with spicy sticks, wasn't her. Remember, Alex Lynn. She adjusts. Her wrinkle-free cashmere sleeve cuff. Tone, casual. Like assigning next week's reading. From now on, we're just playing a teacher-student couple, striving to adapt to the new relation. After sudden exposure, act convincingly. Don't mess it up for me. She walks to her desk, picks up her thermos, unscrews for a sip, seems to recall something, turns her head glancing at me, gaze behind gold glasses full of meaning. Right. Tonight at home, remember to rerun those faulty model parameters from the defense. Then show me. Plus, she pauses, mouth curling into a smile. That chills my spine. Sew those buttons back. Next time unintentional like this, consequences on you. I bow my head looking at the battlefield wreckage on my chest. 3 buttons heroically fallen. Front gaping open. Cold wind seeping in. Then glance at the culprit back in her chair. Poised and calm. Starting to flip through documents. A helpless mix of tragic rage and grievance instantly drowns me. Fine, Sophia Tan. You're ruthless, you win. These days are unlivable. This script's too hard to act. Next day, with massive dark circles, I hug my laptop like a warrior to the execution ground, dragging step by step to Sophia Tan's office. Last night after home, miserably, rerunning that damn model parameters, while clumsily wrestling needle and thread to sew back those 3 fallen buttons. Fingertips pricked, stinging several times. Mind looping non-stop. Sophia Tan's boil frog in warm water script. Even dreams full of spicy latte coffee. Deep breath. I raise hand to knock. Hand not yet touching the door. Creak. Door opens from inside. Professor Tan's cold face appears behind. Today, she's in a light blue shirt, accentuating her fair skin even more. Hair still neatly bunched, no stray. Seeing me, her face, no special expression, just tilts slightly. Come in, no need to close the door. No closing? Before always shut tight. I swallow and enter. Sure enough, office door wide open, light and hallway murmurs, flooding in unchecked. This feels like performing on stage. Spotlights right on you. Audience below, all watchers. I'm totally unnatural. Hugging laptop, standing before the desk, feeling limbs all superfluous. Model run done? Professor Tan sits back, picks up thermos. Tone casual, fully work mode. Done, ma'am. I quickly set laptop on her desk. Open screen. Parameters adjusted per your input. Iterations increased. Convergence threshold redefined. Results much more stable. Prediction error down to acceptable level. From lean to view screen. A lock of hair falls, carrying faint shampoo scent. Her gaze focused, scanning each code line and chart. Finger glides on trackpad. Points to a code segment. Loop logic could optimize a bit more. Computation load a tad high. End this feature. Pick high correlation ones could try. PCA dimension reduction. To avoid overfitting. She leans, fingertip, die, unintentionally brushing my hand back on desk edge. I'm like electrocuted. Yank hand back. Professor Tan looks up, casually glancing at me. Says nothing. But that look clearly says, keep acting, go on. Don't slip up. I quickly cough once. Strive to keep straight face. Oh, yes, Professor Tan. Got it. I'll fix now. Voice loud and clear. Each word distinct. Just fearing in the hallway. Stray cats and dogs passing. Won't hear my respect for teacher. Right then, Brother Tony from next lab, a news hound, nicknamed Mobile Dial Gossip, Radar, hand-holding, USB, poking head in at door. Professor Tan, bother a sec, that experiment, data, he doesn't finish. Eyes like headlights, sweeping over the wide-open office door, landing precisely on my open laptop screen, with complex model diagram. Then over me standing close to Professor Tan, slightly bent. Distance close enough for ambiguity. Finally, on Professor Tan's emotionless face, but clearly not shooing. Brother Tony's mouth uncontrollably gapes into an O. Eyes instantly gleaming shock, sparkling inside. Thrilled at spotting major scandal. Professor Tan as if totally ignoring. Extra person at door. Still eyeing my screen. Very naturally lifts thermos. Hands it to me. Thirsty? Help pour some hot water. Tone casual. Like ordering a long-time assistant. I know this is the script. The boil frog in warm water move. Alarms blaring in my head. But under Brother Tony's X-ray stare. Body reflexively, stiffly takes the pink thermos. With cartoon bunny. This thermos originally my last year birthday gift to her. Oh yes, ma'am, Professor Tan, I reply dryly, hugging the bunny thermos totally mismatched. With my self-proclaimed tough guy image, limbs awkward stepping in office. Water cooler in corner. I can clearly feel Brother Tony's gossip flame, blazing through stairs from behind, as well as Sophia Tan's look. Outward focused but really enjoying the show, all pinning my back. Hot water pouring into thermos mouth. Water flow, sound in overly quiet office, echoing loud. I overpour by mistake. Nearly spilling, frantically screw lid tight, looking no different than a servant bearing holy chalice. I tiptoe place bunny thermos back on Sophia Tan's desk. Thanks. Sophia Tan doesn't even look up. Tone flat, no ripple, as if I just handed her a pen. Brother Tony at door. His face, from shock, shifts to Newitt style. I get it. He excitedly clears throat. Tone up an octave. Professor Tan, data I left on desk. Okay. You keep busy, ma'am, says and bolts neck stretched. That back figure. Oozing mission to spread hot news to front page. Office door still wide. Air filled with weird silence. And faint L. Now, Sophia Tan shifts eyes from screen. Picks up bunny thermos. Leisurely. Sips water. Then looks up at me. Gaze behind gold glasses. Flashing mockery. No sound. Just mouths to words. Spicy strips. I resign. Full of tragic heroism. Pull from backpack side pocket bulging. 2 bold flavor spicy strips. Packs of some brand bought yesterday. Stuff Sophia Tan normally allergic to. Cartoon character. Grinning on package. Like mocking me. Under Sophia Tan's kind gaze. I stare blankly. Toss 2 packs. Bright, red spicy strips. Thud. Precisely into half-open drawer. Right on top of her desk. Motion stiff. Face tragic. Like performing sacred poisoning mission. Sophia Tan nods satisfied. Mouth slightly curls tiny arc. Then, vanishes instantly. Nice one, Sophia Tan, you're ruthless. What boil frog in warm water? You're roasting me on a pyre. These days, really unlivable. The spicy strips, scene setup. No different than dumping cold water into already boiling oil pan. Effect, explosive. Next day, noon at cafeteria. I just set tray down. not even biting stewed meat. When opposite clang a tray slams down. Look up. Brother Tony's face full. I get you bro closing in. Eyes winking nonstop. Sly grin. Nice one little bro Lin. Brother Tony lowers voice, leaning close. Gaze glancing faculty eating area, where Sophia Tan sits alone, leisurely eating light veggie stir-fry. Deep hidden skills. Huh. Even spicy strips, all set. Professor Tan's drawer used to be no-go zone. Not even half a candy allowed. I nearly choke on rice, face beet red. Heh. Brother Tony don't spout nonsense. That's Professor Tan herself, wanting to try new flavors. This line even I don't believe. Come on bro. Brother Tony shows don't act face. Chops tap tray edge. Keep acting. Even double cream full sugar latte she's drinking. You don't know. This morning Little Will delivering docs. Saw with own eyes on Professor Tan's desk. That sinfully sugary bomb cup. Whoa! Ice goddess, drinking sweet milk. You dare imagine that scene? He smacks lips full sigh. This bro train's wife. Well, share some tips bro? How'd you melt that eternal iceberg Professor Tan? I'm speechless. Feeling stewed meat no longer tasty. This script's spread speed and twist level. This script's spread speed and distortion level. Truly beyond my imagination. Sophia Tan, your unintentional evidence. Isn't it too obvious? What full sugar latte? Clearly yesterday she just told me to get hot water. This woman's self-scripting, adding plot twists, while I rack brains, thinking how to douse Brother Tony's gossip fire. From corner eye, I spot Sophia Tan, lifting empty tray, standing. She glances our way. Gaze, calm, no ripple. Then straight to dish return area. Brother Tony instantly sits straight, serious face, pretending, focused eating. I too hurriedly shovel rice. Heart pounding like drums. This sneaky, thieving life. But Sophia Tan's script, clearly more than that. Her slow soak tactic extremely subtle and stealthy, but utterly precise, seeping into every corner of student life. At library, while I search journals and magazine area, buried in thick document stacks, when overhead light shadowed by a figure. Look up, Sophia Tan, standing before shelf right next me, holding an original English journal. Her fingertip glides over spines, as if seeking some reference. She doesn't look at me. Voice, not loud, but enough for surrounding gossiping students to hear. Latest GCR Zone 1 has a review article. Very useful for your research direction. Check. Chapter 3. She pulls that thick journal, casually, places it beside my open notebook on table. Motion natural and smooth, like just an advisor guiding student, but only I know. When placing book, her fingertip, extremely quick, and with warning flavor, taps twice on my notebook plastic cover, meaning, play the role well. I quickly grab the journal, put on deeply grateful enlightened face. Thanks for the guidance, Professor Tan. I'll check now, ma'am. Voice loud and clear. Face sincere. Surrounding classmates exchange looks like, see, just like the rumors. Another time in hallway, I'm hugging, fresh printed hot thesis drafts stacked to lab, when bump into Sophia Tan with Dean Victor. They walking discussing some project funding. Instinctively I plan sidling wall to slip away when, Alex Lin. Sophia Tan's voice rings clear. I freeze step, stiffly turn. Hello, Professor Tan. Hello, Professor Victor ma'am. Sophia Tan nods, gaze pausing on thick thesis stack. I'm hugging. She says to Professor Victor beside, Professor Victor sir. This is Alex Lin, I mentioned to you. His pattern recognition draft here. Theory foundation solid. Just experiment part needs more polish. She turns to me, tone strict, but content very. This afternoon I have meeting at Tech Institute. Probably back late. Finished revisions just leave directly on my desk. And the key. She pauses briefly. Then, extremely natural, reaches into coat pocket, pulls out a silver key. Still the usual spot. Under the flower pot, okay? Says, and hands that key over. Professor Victor's face then, like wanting to say, you two's teacher-student bond. Sure getting cozy. To the point nearly can't hold laugh. My hand shakes like Parkinson's. Under Sophia Tan's calm gaze, and Dean Victor's probing watch, I have to close eyes and take, receiving that key, still warm from her. Cold metal, but holding, like burning. Yes, ma'am, Professor Tan. My throat dry, voice trembling. Sophia Tan just sheem once, doesn't glance me extra. Continues funding talk with Professor Victor Dar. They fade away, leaving me standing there, holding that usual spot symbolic key, standing mid-busy hallway, my mind chaos. Under flower pot, huh? Sophia Tan, can you fabricate some normal detail? This versus directly broadcasting, we have something shady. What's the difference? Such unintentional similars keep appearing in following days. Sophia Tan using strong logic thinking and academic goddess execution ability to implement boil frog in warm water tactic flawlessly. Effect extremely evident. Institute gossips from initial shock, gradually worn smooth by these iron proofs, grinding all edges. Then, becoming matter of fact, people's gazes at me. From initial damn brave warrior, shift to that guy from Professor Tan's. Even gate guard uncle, seeing me, swipe card inner, will grin cheerily greet. Lin, hey, here for Professor Tan again? Weather nice today. Me, Alex Lin, a second-year grad, after humiliating near-death feel and despair, finally resign to new identity as that guy from Professor Tan's, though each acting chord with Sophia Tan feels like challenging shame limits, but seems not that unacceptable, even occasionally, seeing that mischievous smile flash behind her gold glasses. Some hidden heart corner surges odd sweetness. Oh no, seems I'm about to be boiled done, just as I'm getting used to this state. Secret marriage, but nearly public, and starting to ponder if I should proactively buy some matcha sweets Sophia Tan likes, to casually place on her desk or not, when sudden storm hits, shattering the false security I had just built. It all starts from day I submit revised pattern recognition paper. Not long after submission, in Institute, a Professor Turner not too friendly with Sophia Tan, who knows from what corner eavesdropped news that this paper's core algorithm turns out based on a military project. High security level Sophia Tan leading, mutated into Professor Turner like sharks sensing blood, instantly excited. An anonymous accusation letter with sharp wording and heavy moral judgment sent straight to school academic council and inspection committee. Core content 2 points. 1. Professor Sophia Tan abusing position. Unauthorized gifting project. Secure outcomes to close relation student Alex Lin for personal paper publication. Severely violating research discipline and secrecy rules. 2 is Professor Sophia Tan and grad Alex Lin have impure teacher-student relation, using that relation to seek improper academic benefits for Alex Lin. Incident nature very serious. The letter written very grounded. Even attached comparison photos of my paper abstract with Sophia Tan's public project intro, plus sneaky shots from tricky angles, making me and Sophia Tan look too close in office or hallway, one being that cafeteria moment. When Sophia Tan hands me spicy drawer key, in photo my face clear panicked like caught thief. Sophia Tan's hand extending to me. Background, faintly Brother Tony's gossip face. News, like fire to straw. Instantly, blazes, whole institute. Gossips once soothed by warm water, now like doused in gas. Exploding bombardment. This time, pulling more malicious guesses and piled down. I told you. Someone aloof cold as Professor Tan. How suddenly, so nice to student. Turns out shady daring use military project outcomes, huh? Good lord. Goots sky high. Not afraid jail time. Say, T's key. Usually acts pure fairy. Behind truly, no face, not heart. That Alex Lynn looks honest too. Turns out softy leech type. Probably that paper from sleeping with her. Malicious rumors like cold venom snakes, slithering every nook. I walk the path, still feel clearly. Odd stares, pouring from all sides, with pointing and whispers. Even in lab, once friendly classmates start looking at me avoidant. Atmosphere, stifling to suffocation. Even some overzealous justice heroes stick right on my workstation screen. A printed A4 sheet with bold red, academic seductress. Get out of lab. I rip that sheet down, crumple and hurl hard into trash. Chest choked with frustration, a raging fury mixed with ultimate grievance surged straight to my head. I could endure having dirt thrown on myself, but dragging Sophia Tan down too, and trampling the academic reputation she's built so hard into the mud like this is unacceptable. I stormed out of the lab like a cornered beast in rage, just wanting to find Sophia Tan immediately. How is she now? Is she under even greater pressure than me? Running to the floor with Sophia Tan's office. From afar I already saw several people crowding before her office door, department admin staff, and two neatly dressed, serious-faced folks, obviously from the school discipline inspection committee. The door, ajar, a small crack. Inside, faint conversation echoes. My steps froze right there, feeling like blood in my veins turned ice cold. They're interrogating her already. An extreme panic enveloped me. Those charges in the accusation letter, especially leaking secrets and violating teacher ethics, just anyone pinned as true, would destroy Sophia Tan's entire academic career. She's inherently full of pride and deeply passionate about scientific research. Right then, the office door pushed open from inside. Sophia Tan steps out. She's still in that crisp shirt and slacks. Outside, adding a thin dark gray cardigan. Expressionless face. Gaze behind gold glasses. Flat as a deep pond. No trace of panic, but her lips pressed tight. Complexion paler than usual, by shades. Revealing exhaustion she's forcing to withstand. She escorts the two from inspection out. Then, whispers a few words to the admin, then closes the office door again. In the hallway now, just us two. I look at her somewhat slender back, feeling something choking bitter in my throat. Both heartache and bitterness. All the fury, grievance along the way, and worry now turn into sorrow. Sophia Tan. I hoarsely call her name. Voice utterly dry. Sophia Tan turns, seeing it's me. In her eyes flashes something quick, then instantly back to calm, to the point almost indifferent. She says nothing, just quietly looks at me. That gaze, so complex, with scrutiny, but also hiding a sadness I don't fully grasp. I want to ask how she is, want to comfort, Don't fear. Want to say, let's go explain clearly to the school. But 1,000 words choke at my lips. Can't utter a sound. Hallway silent to terrifying. Only heavy breaths of both audible. Sophia Tan stares at my clenched fingertips, to the point whitened. She pauses a few seconds, then shifts gaze away. Voice ripple free, but carrying unprecedented distance and fatigue. Alex Lin, for the next few days, temporarily don't come to my office. My heart suddenly skips, feeling like falling into ice cellar. About the paper, she hesitates a moment, then continues in firm voice. The school will investigate clearly. You just focus on your work. Don't overthink. Words done. She doesn't look at me. Turns, pulls out key. Opens office door again. Sophia Tan. I can't help stepping forward, urgently calling her back. Her hand on doorknob. Pauses, but doesn't turn head. Back straight, but exuding desperate distance. Anything else? Cold voice echoes back. Looking at her back, the "I trust you" about to burst. Suddenly chokes in throat. Sophia Tan now. Like a hedgehog with spikes erect. She doesn't need empty comforts. What she needs is absolute trust and strength to fight together. I take a deep breath. Suppress surging emotions. Try keeping my voice calm. That core algorithm was independently derived by me. Original drafts, whole email history exchanges with Professor Tan, timestamps, including clauses on derivative outcome ownership, all backed up on computer, all data clear, verifiable, completely different from that secure project. Sophia Tan's back seems to tremble slightly. What do you need me to do? I stare at that back, asking word by word. Sophia Tan silent a few seconds. Air frozen, suffocating. Finally, she slowly nods once. An emi, lights, almost inaudible. Then she pushes door, enters. Door closes. No comfort word. No explanation. Just a cold closing sound. I stand rooted, looking at the shut door. Like a storm's eye. First time I clearly realize, between me and Sophia Tan, that thin veil of secret marriage. Torn completely by this storm. Now left only trust crisis. Fierce waves to face together. The cold door slams shut before me, like a heavy blow to the heart. Hallway empty. Only pale white overhead lights. And my own ragged breaths. Sophia Tan's final MAU. With that decisive back, like a needle, stabbing deep in my brain. Grievance, fury, and an indescribable choke. Surging in chest. Trust crisis? Fight side by side? Fine. Sophia Tan, you're good. Trouble comes, push me away immediately. Not even bothering an explanation. Treating me like a tool. Call when want. Ditch when not. I punch hard the wall beside. Knuckles stinging pain. But can't extinguish the anger flame. Focus on your work? Fine. I'll focus for you to see. The following days, I turn myself into a running machine. Self-set isolation mode from world. Lab becomes fortress. I'm the earliest in, latest out. Even hall blanket stuff under desk. Hungry gnaw bread, instant noodles. Tired slump on desk, nap debt. Screen dense with code lines. Models. Simulations shield blocking all outside malice. Those probing stares. Sarcastic or gloating from people. All filtered to noise by me. Brother Tony tries approaching. All scared off by my cold face. He shrinks neck. Eyes clear. Bro, take care. My goal only one. Splash clean the dirty water bucket from accusation. Return intact the innocence. Use iron evidence, smash the rumors. Sophia Tan's secrecy agreement, flipped ragged by me. Clauses on algorithm ownership, all clearly stated, as long as not involving project core secrets. Then publishing derivative outcomes fully allowed. And my algorithm, though inspired by a common not project hit, but solution, direction completely different. It's an independent deduction from start to end. I rummage everything. Find several thick draft notebooks. Notes per Sophia Tan's suggestion when first enrolled. Inside early deduction. Drafts. Yellowed pages, crisscrossed diagrams, formulas, and those immature thoughts and countless question marks then. Recording reel each inspiration, spark, and dead ends. I print each discussion log via email, with timestamps precise today, minute, all arranged and printed carefully by me, plus massive experiment data volume, run on public datasets, just to verify algorithm. All origins clear, transparent. Nothing to do with Sophia Tan's secure project data. This is my counterattack ammo. The only thing slightly unsettling me is the spicy strips often in drawer before. Now, seeing that bright red package annoys. I dump all to junior brother Lee next desk. In exchange Lin generous. Turning sorrow to appetite, huh? Appetite my ass. I'm turning sorrow to computing power. Days pass in keyboard taps. And printer hums. Just like that, day by day. The scandals about me and Sophia Tan, after initial uproar, seem due to my absolute silence. And school investigation, intervention, temporarily dialed down. But invisible pressure still shrouds air. Until one late night, in lab, only me left. Amid computer fan whirs, phone screen suddenly lights. An unsaved number, but memorized, sends a text. Brief, just few words. With cold address. 9 a.m. tomorrow. Admin building. Room 703. Bring prepared stuff. Sophia Tan. No greeting. No emoji. Rigid and cold as a rock. I stare at that text. Finger pauses on screen long. Grievance, flame and heart, blazes up. Seek, when need like plain Jane. Done seek beauty. Sophia Tan, what do you take me for? But, ultimately reason wins emotion. 7-3. That's the academic council hearing room number. Decisive moment arrive. I deep breath. Toss phone back on desk. Gaze pauses at desk corner. The pink thermos lid spot, with silly bunny print. Last time pouring water for her I forgot return. So left here forever, my gaze complex. Fine, Sophia Tan, you want fight, I fight. I'll stick with you to end. Admin building, room 703. Thick solid wood door, excellent soundproof. Pushing in, almost no sound, but like opening a pressure field. Meeting room lights, blinding bright. One side oval long table stern faces. Full aura of academic council members. Inspection committee, investigators. And that accusing Professor Turner too. Other side, only Sophia Tan alone. She sits there, still that crisp dark suit skirt. Hair neatly bunched, no stray. Gold glasses, reflecting cold white lights. Back straight, like lone spear planted mid-storm eye. Complexion still pale, lips pressed tight, full, unassailable resolve. But also revealing fragility, fighting alone. My appearance like pebble into still lake. All eyes instantly pour this way, carrying thorough scrutiny and hostility. With Professor Turner's undisguised sneer, Sophia Tan turns head too. Moment seeing me. Pupil behind her glass slightly contracts. Her pupil seems to shrink tiny, right after back to still deep pond calm. She nods slightly hard to notice at me, signaling sit an empty spot beside her. Student, Alex, Lynn, you're right on time. Council Chair, Director, Victor, pushes glasses, using heavy work tone. Regarding complaints involving you and Professor Sophia Tan, we need you present situation truthfully. Sit. I pull chair, sit. Chair legs scrape glossy floor, making light squeaks. From Sophia Tan, familiar cool wood scent waft scent. With subtle, undetectable fatigue, I place thick document bundle I brought. Thud on table. Sound not loud, but enough attract all attention. Professor Turner snort, sneer, first to fire, aiming straight at Sophia Tan. Professor Tan, now the involved party is here. Should you explain a bit why the core technical point in the secure project you lead, so, coincidentally, appears in your student's personal thesis? This selfless guidance, I'm afraid. Hard to explain with normal teacher-student relation, huh? He deliberately stresses selfless. Gaze glancing me. Full implication. Sophia Tan's hand on knee tightens slightly, showing whitened knuckles. She's about to speak, but I'm faster one step. Voice, not loud, but clearly overrides Professor Turner's sarcasm. Professor Turner, I look straight at him. Expressionless face. Tone, calm as discussing weather. The core technical point you mention, which is it the real-time optimization algorithm on multi-sensor fusion, filtering, and project? Professor Turner, stunned by my counter-question, clearly not expecting such direct. He lifts chin, hums. No yet, asks. Ah, that one then. I nod. Leisurely open folder. Pull out neatly stapled document set. So trouble you view this. This is the part you deem similar. Quoted in your accusation docs. I push documents his way. Flip to marked page. These are formulas 7 to 9 in my thesis. Next, I pull another document set. Thud place. On table. Voice steals a bit more. And this is my first year second semester research. That is exactly 1 year before. Original draft on core idea to derive this algorithm. From page 23 to 28. On it detailed time notes. And logic deduction process. Then my gaze sweeps all present. Finally, pauses. On Professor Turner's changing face. Professor Tan, that secure project, then still in proposal stage. Not even project code framework built yet. May I ask how I could pre-steal the project core technical points? Unless I foresee future? Meeting room instantly silent. All eyes pour on 2 open documents. On table, time-stained original drafts. Handwriting immature but clear. Transparent time notes. With my thesis formulas forming undeniable evidence chain. Professor Turner's face flushes red. He opens mouth but momentarily speechless. I give no breather chance. Again pull from folder another printed stack. This is email exchange records between me and Professor Tan on this algorithm direction. From March to June last year. Total 17 emails. Timestamps and email server logs. All verifiable. Content fully around public math issues. And common model optimization. Not involving any secure project info. I push email records to council members. I turn look at Professor Victor calmly. Clause 422 in secrecy agreement states clearly. Project participants, based on project context, suggestions, independently complete. Derivative research outcomes, not including core confidential info. Then intellectual property belongs to individual researcher, and allowed public disclosure. My algorithm, inspired from project's common tough issues. But, solution path, fully independent. Core math tools different too. Validation data, all from public sources. Fully compliant with agreement rules. I say in one breath nonstop, feeling long choked chest lump. Finally vented clean. Evidence chain tightly interlocked. Clear logic. Each word heavy. Meeting room. Dead silent. Council members bow examining documents stacked. Exchange grave glances. Professor Turner's face red then white. Sweat, beads dotting forehead. Right now, Sophia Tan, silent till now, speaks. Her voice, slightly hoarse, but extremely clear and firm. Dear council leaders on teacher ethics violation charge, I, Sophia Tan, have clear conscience. She tilts head slightly. First time gaze with complex heavy emotion. Pauses on my face. 4 seconds. Alex Lin is my student. I guided him out of teacher's duty. She pauses, as if weighing words. But, finally, she turns straight to counsel. Back straighter. Each word, thundering like lightning. Also, he's my legal husband. We registered marriage. Now, 3 years, 2 months. Boom. Though mentally prepared. But when husband and 3 years, 2 months. Ring clear. Officially from Sophia Tan's mouth. In this stern, suffocating hearing space, its impact still extremely terrifying. Whole meeting room absolute stillness. As if air stops flowing. I hear clearly, my heart, sudden speed up, pounding thump thump on eardrums. Glance at Professor Turner, his face, changing like spilled paint palette. Shock, stunned, unbelievable. Finally all turn to, choked gray like swallowed fly. Council members glance blank at each other, eyes full horror, and caught off guard. Sophia Tan like just shed, 1,000-pound burden. Pale face rosier a bit. Instead, exuding calm after all cards out decision. She pushes glasses, gaze, sweeps room, tone back to calm self-assured. Like science report. Marriage personal choice. Unrelated to work. Never affected my fairness. To any student, including Alex Lin. All outcomes withstand strictest scrutiny. She pauses briefly. Gaze again toward me. This time, eyes no longer heavy or complex, but pure radiant trust and relief after all settled. And on improper relation for gain, as accusation states. Sophia Tan's voice not high, but carries steel strength. Utter nonsense. Malicious slander. My and Alex Lin's relation legal marriage. Protected by law. Today's disclosure not our intent. But once someone uses this to demean character, insult my and my students' honor, disrupt school, academic order. Her gaze sharp as cold knife. Finally pauses on bloodless-faced Professor Turner. Then I reserve right to pursue legal liability. For defamation and slander. Final words ring. Full steel. In meeting room. Only suppressed breaths left. And paper rustles. Mid-storm I. Sophia Tan alone. But towering like drifting iceberg, using most direct fierce way, smash all webs woven from ill intents. I sit beside her, look at her somewhat slender back under strong lights, but straight as pine of hers. Hear that clear, firm voice. Grievance, flame, in my chest. Who knows vanished where since when? Replaced by something hot. Surging like wanting to burst throat. Sophia Tan, your badass epic. The heavy wood door of room 703 closes behind, blocking thick inside air, with countless shocked gazes. Outside, hallway deserted, no one, only our 2 footsteps, echoing on glossy floor. Each suffocating hearing scene frame, still replaying in my head. Especially Sophia Tan's shocking line. He's my legal husband. It like a mark etched deep in heart. I glance side. Sophia Tan walking half step ahead. She still keeps back straight. Step steady. but tense jawline and slightly pale face reveal that self-blast earlier cost her much effort. Sunlight from end hallway window slants in it, outlining faint gold rim around her. Sophia Tan. I can't help speak. Voice somewhat dry. Want say something but don't know start where. Thanks. Too formal. Pity sounds too cheesy maybe. Sophia Tan's steps don't stop. Just tilts head slightly. Gaze behind gold glasses. Glances me once. Carrying familiar all-knowing vibe. She says nothing. Just reaches hand into her elegant office bag. Rummages. Something rustling. Under my puzzled look. What she pulls not docs. Not key. But a small pack. Spicy strips with eye-catching cartoon. She expressionless. Not even glancing me. Motion extremely natural. Decisively slaps that spicy pack. Whack whack. Pins straight to my chest. Take it. She says brief. Tone casual like telling me fetch parcel. Eat to snap back. I awkwardly catch the pack. Spicy strips still warm from her palm. Plastic wrapper. Crinkles in my hand. Bow head look familiar bright red package. Then, look Sophia Tan's, still expressionless face, but clearly exuding calm after storm. That profile so serene. A warm surge, utterly illogical but very real, suddenly sweeps away last grievance and conflict remnants. In my heart, puffed, I can't help burst laugh aloud. Laugh somewhat abrupt mid-quiet hallway. Sophia Tan finally stops, turns facing me. She slightly lifts chin. Gaze behind lens somewhat inquiring, and a bit hard to spot fluster. Laugh what? She asks. Voice still cool, clear like that. No, nothing. I try hold laugh. Slightly shake spicy pack in hand. Just see this Professor Tan. Your spirit's soothing way unique indeed. Truly, unexpected just like you. Sophia Tan doesn't reply tease. Just quietly looks me seconds. Sunlight, through window, perches on her long lashes, casting faint shadow patches. Her mouth corner lines seem softened a tiny bit. Alex Lynn. She suddenly calls my name. After I me. Instinctively, her gaze pauses on my open shirt collar, probably earlier in meeting too tense. I forgot button again, she comments lightly. Then she looks up. Gaze meets straight mine. Then, says clearly, from now no need sneaky stuff, spicy strips in my drawer anymore. Her voice not high, but, like pebble, into still lake, rippling circles in my heart. I slightly daze. Then instantly react to her words' implication. Heart, like something. Gently squeezed, not heavy light, then, slowly releases. Surging warm heat. I bow head look spicy pack in hand. Then, lift, head look her. Under sun, Sophia Tan's face, still elegant cool, like that. But, eyes behind glasses, no longer, cold as bottomless ice pond. In them clear my reflection, carrying unprecedented casual warmth. Okay. I grin teeth. Flash, most sincere smile through this time, even a bit goofy. I stuff spicy pack into pants pocket. Even pat. From now on, I'll openly filial to you. She says nothing, just lightly hums, turns continues forward, but this time, her steps seem much lighter. Even that straight back lessens some loneliness, adds some ease. I hurry catch up, shoulder to shoulder with her under sun-flooded hallway. Surroundings still quiet as before, but something completely changed. The high wall, separating us, that named secret marriage has collapsed fully in room 7-3 storm. After things settle, path ahead seems finally can walk side by side, casually. Days like fast forward button pressed. Also like finally entering calm vast sea. Department storm, comes fast, goes fast. Joint investigation conclusion of Academic Committee and Discipline Committee, early announced. Alex Lin's thesis, outcomes independent and compliant, unrelated to Professor Sophia Tan's secure project, accusation false, and on marriage relation between me and Sophia Tan. School leaders held closed meetings. Final result handle as not encourage, not promote, but absolutely no interfere. After all, law doesn't prohibit adult, legal marriage, who can manage? Professor Turner, quiet a time, heard later transferred to union activities. Rumors lose backing, like bubbles under sun, quickly burst. People's gazes at me, from initial curious scrutinizing, gradually become Professor Tan's family, and finally fully normal. After all, in university, gossip shelf life only days. Fresh news layers over previous, biggest change from a invisible stifling veil between me and Sophia Tan, completely vanished. Spicy strips, finally can openly appear in Sophia Tan's office drawer, even occasionally appear at neat desk corner of her, of course beside, surely paired with double sugar double cream latte, my filial offering. She mouths its calorie bomb, but 3-4 p.m. drowsy, still naturally picks up sips few. I no longer like secret agent, sneaky slipping into her office, but openly knock enter discuss topics, seek advice issues, or simply stack her viewed documents. Sometimes she grades tired, leans back chair, casually orders me, Alex Lin. I familiarly go over skills from initial awkward stiff, now mastered her true art, help her massage relax. Other teachers in office catch dawn, also from initial shock, gradually accustomed, even tease few lines. Professor Tan, hey, enjoying VIP service from student Lin again, huh? Sophia Tan often closes eyes, lightly, beam from nose, as reply, but mouth corner shows hard to spot curve. Days flow in that calm rhythm, but seeping sweetness. I've smoothly completed master's thesis defense. Process smooth, no waves. With big god like Sophia Tan holding below, dare any examiner blind to trouble me. Though whole session, she keeps cold face, posing strict advisor, public-private distinct, but hearing my final thanks part, the special thanks to advisor, Professor Sophia Tan, who always steadfastly guides and unconditionally supports on academic and life paths. I see her finger under table slightly curls. Graduation ceremony day. Weather unbelievably nice. Blue sky, white clouds, brilliant golden sun. I don oversized master's gown, wear somewhat dorky cap, weave through crowd seeking Sophia Tan's figure. She doesn't wear faculty robe, just simple white dress. Waiting me under tree shade outside side hall door. Sunlight through leaf gaps, leaving tiny light spots on her. Looking unusually pure. Professor Tan, I part crowd, eagerly run to her. Like kid just got perfect score, eager awaiting reward. I hand neatly ribbon-tied diploma to her face, grin wide, fresh diploma, still hot ma'am. Sophia Tan takes diploma, but doesn't view immediately, but gaze on my face. Behind gold glasses, her eyes light up, gentle smile, like spring lake rippled by wind. She reaches hand, very naturally adjusts my skewed tassel. She softly replies. Voice, with rare tenderness. Congrats graduation. Student, Alex Lin. Share joy, share joy. I grin, heh. Then grasp the hand adjusting tassel, and fold in palm. Her hand slightly cool and very soft. around people, coming going, sending benevolent or curious glances. I don't mind. Just feel warm sun on body, extremely comfortable. Sophia Tan doesn't pull hand, lets me lead, only ear, blushes faint pink hard to notice. She bows head, looks diploma in hand, then looks me, suddenly says, celebrate a bit. Definitely. I respond immediately. What you want eat? Hot pot, BBQ, or your classic 3-star Michelin restaurant. But she shakes head. Gaze past me, to hall. There, new grads, lining enter. Her gaze distant. Some nostalgia, some anticipation, new. Go home. She retracts gaze, looks me. Mouth corner curls, gentle, touching, arc. Other hand lightly places on her still flat belly. Your daughter says she wants your tomato egg noodles. Smile on my face suddenly freezes. Time like pause, button press. Surrounding chatter. Summer cicadas. Faint music from hall. All sounds recede like tide. My mind boom like hammers strike. Completely blank. Right after, extreme excitement. Unbelievable instantly drowns me. Dao, daughter, my voice shakes. Eyes glued to Sophia Tan's hand on belly. Then snap up, look into her smile-filled eyes. You mean we. Joy too great, makes me speak, dazed, like fool. Sophia Tan looks my stunned pose. Smile at mouth corner deeper. With tease. She lightly nods. Confirms my guess. Just confirmed. Not long. Damn! An utterly uncontrolled shocked cry bursts from my throat. Sound loud enough. Make passing students, parents, turn heads together. But now I know mine to notice. This extreme joy, like tsunami, sweeps every cell body-wide. Grad ceremony, master's degree. In this moment, all trivial. I suddenly spread arms. Hug, tight Sophia Tan, a really tight warm hug. Master's gown, wide sleeves envelop her. I lift her. Excited spin on spot. Wifey, I'm gonna be dad. We have a daughter. I choke, yell by her ear. Voice, from over emotion, hoarse. Eyes hot, stinging, uncontrollable. Sophia Tan startled by my sudden action. She lightly yelps, then relaxes. Cheek against my heaving, excited chest. Listens, heart pounding like drums. She doesn't push me, but instead arms hug my waist. Buries, face deeper. Muffled, smile-filled voice. Silly, quick, put me down. So many watching. Watch, let them. I still hug her, like holding world's precious treasure. Reluctant release bit. My chin lightly rubs her soft hair, inhales that familiar pure scent. Just feel this heart fill. Warm strangely. Just let them watch. Me hugging my wife natural. Sunlight through leaf gap. Brilliantly pours on us two. Stretches the loving embracing couple shadow long. In arms, the love. In hand, the future. Past storms, tempests. In this moment, all turn life's gentlest ripples. 3 years later, early autumn sun lessens summer harsh. Adds some golden, mellow warm. Through tall plane, tree canopies. On shady path to Information Technology Institute building. Dappled sun spots dance. Air faint, sweet, osmanthus scent. With fresh breath of new freshmen. Another opening season arrive. Alex Lynn tucks few crisp new textbooks under arm. Leisurely strolls toward that familiar gray building. White shirt on him crisp. On nose, new thin-rimmed glasses. Lessened some student impulsiveness. Added mature young lecturer vibe. Only smile faint at mouth corner. Still carries sun-like warm radiance. Just reaching institute door. bumps right into senior brother Tony. Now, call Professor Tony. Hugging big paper box out. Inside stuffed recruiting flyers. And club banners. Oh, Professor Lin. Senior brother Tony lifts head, sees him. Instantly booms voice. Laugh full tease. Here early to welcome. The new sprouts, huh? This year plan. Crush how many nation flowers? Alex Lin pushes glasses. Replies with equally kind smile. Professor Tony too polite. How compare to your assembly line? Specializing new recruit luring of your clubs, huh? This year slogan ready? Still join us. Direct grad no dream, huh? Drop dead. Senior brother Tony laugh curses. Right after sidles close. Lowers voice. Winks. Signal. Serious ask. Where's your little ancestor? Today, first opening day. Not demanding follow. To inspect dad's new turf, huh? Mention daughter. Smile on Alex Lin's face. Instantly, real and gentle. Mixed some helpless sweet. Demands. How not? He sighs. But, tone full pamper. Morning already hugs my leg. Cries, earth shaking. Insists dad's class. Is her class too. Must go learn with me. Finally had to let her mom handle. Alex Lin nods, chin some upstairs direction. Use new bought Elsa Princess Castle Lego. Barely suppressed, huh? Senior brother Tony laughs gleeful. Face, full serves right. Punish that past show-off habit. Now taste it. Now know this little cotton jacket. When leaks wind how cold, huh? This professor has class today, huh? Alex Lin nods. Morning. 2 big classes. He lifts head, habitually glances familiar room on 3rd floor. That's old office. Windows gleaming. Faint figures moving inside. Right now. A string crisp rapid clack from afar nears. With that milky but powerful girl call. Daddy. Daddy, wait me. Alex Lin and Tony's senior brother turn heads together, follow call. Only see on small path from building side door to dorm area. A small figure in light yellow outfit, charging got. Hair tied sides slightly askew. Looking like a little cannonball, huh? That's Alex Lin and Sophia Tan's 3-year darling daughter. Little Mia. Bay. Mia runs face flushed red. Sweat beads on forehead. Hand still clutching half-eaten rice cake. Already saliva smeared. Behind her, Sophia Tan leisurely follows. Today, Sophia Tan in thin smoke, gray sweater, with same tone pants. Still that simple neat style. Long hair loosely bunched, nape oil. Lessened some lectern cold. Added family woman's, gentle, virtuous. Her hand holds pink cartoon water bottle. And a small backpack. Daddy. Mia, like little cannonball, charges straight into Alex Lin's arms. Small hands rice crumb sticky. Grabs tight his pant leg. She looks up, small face. Big round eyes blink. Still red from recent cry. Mia good, Mia no cry anymore. Mia want go class with daddy. Mia want be professor too. Childish voice mixed coquettish stubborn. Instantly, melts Alex Lin's heart. He quickly bends, hugs darling daughter up. Nose-a-tip rub chubby cheeks. Still, milky scented of her. Oh gosh, daddy's Mia best. But daddy's class is place for big brothers, sisters, learn. Mia, still small. So must go kindergarten first. No way. Mia big sister already. Mia want be professor. Mia twists body, protests. Small mouth pouts to hang oil bottle. Sophia Tan steps up. Face smile, both helpless pamper. She naturally reaches. Takes the mushed rice cake from Mia's hand. Then pulls wet wipe cleanse. Her small dirty hands and messy face. Mia. Sophia Tan's voice, very gentle, but carries undeniable authority. We agreed already. Today Daddy's first teaching day. Very important. Mia go kindergarten first. After school, Mom tell Daddy pick you earliest. Then take you buy new Elsa stickers, okay? Mia blinks, big round eyes, looks Mom. Then looks Dad. Seeming way Elsa stickers appeal. Small brows, tight knit, ponders long. Then pouts, whispers. Then, okay, Daddy remember be first pick Mia. Okay, pinky promise. Alex Lynn quickly extends pinky hooks. 100 years, no change. Okay. Mia extends tiny finger, hooks tight Dad's hand. Mouth, mumbles, childish oath. Done. Now she content slumps head on Dad's shoulder. Small head, nods. Earlier run too excited, now starting drowsy. Sophia Tan takes Mia away. Expertly piggybacks her. Little tail instantly like sloth, finding nest. Hugs tight Mom's neck. Buries small face in Mom's soft hair. Soon breaths even. She's asleep. Sophia Tan tilts head, whispers. Gentle at eye corner like spilling out. Alex Lynn looks wife, piggyback daughter, pose tight. Sunlight shines on them too, covers golden warm glow layer. His heart suddenly softens. He can't help reaches up, tucks her messy side locks. Hard on you, wifey. His voice very soft, full warmth. Sophia Tan looks up him, eyes behind lens clear bright, reflecting sun and his figure. Her mouth corner lightly curls. She shakes head lightly, whispers 2 words, good luck. Alex Lynn's heart instantly filled. He nods. Gaze, full, firm. Sophia Tan holds sleeping daughter, turns steps toward kindergarten. Her back, both gentle, sturdy. Alex Lynn gazes, sees them off far, till 2 big small figures vanish at shady path corner. He deep breath. What nay, and ears. Air blend of sun, grass, trees, and sweet osmanthus mild. He turns, looks up building. Information Technology Institute, both familiar strange. Sunlight hits gray wall sparkling grand. Before building door already few freshman groups. Curious, full hope. Peeking inside. Alex Lynn pushes nose glasses. Face. Shows mild but confident smile. He adjusts shirt collar. Then, strides steady on steps. Advances toward completely new battlefield of his life. Sunlight pours on his straight back, stretches a shadow full hope.